Now Local 5 Sports with Matt Reynoldson.
Nothing quite like an afternoon rubber match. The Brewers welcomed the Braves to Milwaukee this week for the first time since, well, they were the Braves. Little head spinner there. The first two games of this series were not that. A 1-0 win by Milwaukee Monday, a 3-0 triumph by Atlanta last night, and predictably the rubber match flipped that trend right on its head. Buckle in for an absolute doozy for the series finale at AmFam. The Crew dug themselves in a hole early on, trailing 4-0 in the first, but they made it a one-run game going into the ninth. Full count, 2 outs, tying run on second. Colton Wong laces one to the corner. Jace Peterson comes in to score. A game-tying triple for Wong. We're headed to extras. Braves with the go-ahead run in scoring position. A ground ball that looks like a double play, but a bad throw caused Keston here to come off the bag. He can't hang on to it. Ronald Acuna Jr. scores. Atlanta takes a 5-4 lead. Bottom half of the 10th, Hunter Renfroe has the tying run 90 feet away. That's deep enough for a sac fly. Luis Urias scores, and we are knotted up at 5. To the 11th, Braves threatening again. Travis d'Arnaud slaps one to the right side. Are you kidding me? Atlanta goes back on top. It's 6-5. But how about this? Keston Hiura, after just being called up from AAA today, making a costly mistake at first, he gets his redemption. It's a no-doubt walk-off home run to deep center field. The 2-run shot is your walk-off as the Crew wins a shootout, 7-6, your final. Well, the Timber Rattlers at home this afternoon. You can call them the Micro Brewers. Game 2 against South Bend. Kids Day at the ballpark. T-Rats playing from behind in the second. Jordan Nwagu bloops one into right field. 2 runners come in to score. Cubs take a 4-0 lead. Fourth inning, Owen Casey for South Bend clobbers one the opposite way. It rolls to the wall. Jake Slaughter slides to safety. Cubs go up 5-0. Not much working for Wisconsin in this one, but Ashton McGee belts one all the way to the wall. Nwagu can't make the play. Tristan Peters comes around to score. Timber Rattlers following this one, though, 8-2, your final. Well, the voices of doubt have chirped loud this offseason outside the walls of 1265 Lombardi. But inside Lambeau, the Packers have quietly acquired the pieces for a championship defense. For this group to reach its potential, it'll take all 11 on the same page, including the newcomers in the front 7. Football is a game of numbers.
He got about maybe 800 snaps under his belt. First and second down is a whole nother world, but third down, you know, we're going to work as one.
You're going to be out there in the limelight, 100,000 people out there.
The expectation is one day better.
But it's the number 7 that's carrying significance for the Pack this offseason. That is, the front 7, a heavy investment into the defensive line and linebacking core.
We're really, really excited to have the depth that we need also with the guys that we have currently here and infiltrating these rookies in there. So, yes, it's very, very fun and relieving to have a defense and utilizing those guys and talents that we have. In addition to veteran D lineman Jaron Reed, the Packers drafted 4 players in the front 7. But their ace up the sleeve may just be a dynamic rotation of inside linebackers, including Devondre Campbell, Quay Walker, and Chris Barnes.
First and foremost, all 3 of those guys that you mentioned, they're good guys and they like football and they're, you know, and that's what's exciting to me is that you get to come to work every day with good guys that are good players that have toughness that you don't have to chase around all the time. And there's some things that you can do that maybe we farmed out in other spots that you don't necessarily have to farm out, which helps you disguise what you're trying to do.
Breaking down a 53-man roster, a little football math indicates about 15 spots would go to players in the defensive front 7. Of that group, at least a third will include newcomers to Green Bay. But the coaching philosophy takes care of that. Just trade them all the same way.
Now the intensity of how you got to get your point across got to raise because they got to understand the sense of urgency of what we got to get done and accomplished. My expectations for an undrafted rookie free agent or a first-round draft pick are no different than Kenny, Dean, TJ, you know, Jay Reed. They're going to be held to that standard, and it's all a process in everything we do.
Well, it's not just the front 7, too. The Packers officially announced the extension today of Jair Alexander, so that cornerback, an all-pro, is in for the long haul. So that defense shaping up to maybe be one of Aaron Rodgers' best. We'll see if he can do anything with it.
Let's hope. All right, thank you, Matt. We are back with a weather check after this. Stay with us.